What's happening, guys? So I know this doesn't make any sense because I'm at home and it's nighttime. I'm literally shooting this video really quick while I'm getting ready to edit, simply because I need something to add to the beginning of the video that's in the correct aspect ratio and not the aspect ratio of the meta glasses, which are most of the clips you're about to see. So enjoy the video. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. We're on the road once again. We're rolling in this beautiful glacier gray Lariat Ultimate Super Duty. I'm actually just running this up to our storage lot at Kapaa to swap out for our 550 dump that you guys have seen before. I need to get that dump fueled up for one, and for two, I need to get it prepped. I have to get a fire extinguisher mounted in it in order to take it out for commercial safety today. It is going to be a failed DOT safety due to it not having plates yet, which customer knows, but that is the first step in the process to get it plated, is we need to get that failed safety done. So I'm headed over there now. We're going to swap this out for the 550. We're going to take the 550 to the gas station. Well, depending how much fuel is in it, but it's probably going to need fuel. Maybe not. It did have a good amount left in it after I took it to the weigh station, so we might get away without that. But that is first thing on the agenda for today. Well, second, I guess, because I already did a bunch of follow-up at the store for some new leads that came in. Besides that, I also have an F-150 customer coming in today that is a referral to Guy. So I have that two-wheel drive STX F-150 prepped on the lot, ready to go. I'm just trying to find out what time they're going to be coming through. But I got to get this 550 back to the lot. I got to get this fire extinguisher mounted and dump it off into detail. And from there, at 2:30 today, I need to be at Gomes bus service in Kaneohe, Kalu type of area. I don't know exactly. Got to look up the address, but we'll get it over there and get that inspection done. We'll see you guys back probably at the lot. I'll show you once we have the fire extinguisher all mounted up and that truck's ready to go. Real quick, we're over here at the quarry lot, and I don't know if I ever showed this truck. It just came in, I believe, last week. It is a 2025 Lariat F350 dually, of course, with the long 8-foot bed. This bad boy is a 6.7. It's a diesel. I don't know, let's go and check if this is a regular or a high output. This is a high output. Pretty nice truck. 100,000, 583 is what we're asking for it. Carbonized gray. This is a 4-wheel drive FX4 package truck. It's got all the goodies. And it is a Lariat Ultimate, so it'll be just like the single tire 250 we just got out of. But really nice truck. This is, if not the only one of very few. Alright guys, sorry I cut you guys off a little early on that last video. I don't know what I was thinking, but I stopped the video in the middle of what I was saying. Anyway, what I was trying to say in that last video on the dually was that that is one of the only, if not the only, 350 dualies available on Oahu right now. So if you're in the market for it, get at me. But now we're over at the gas station. We are filling up this F-150. This is the referral customer that I had talked about previously. They are gonna pick this vehicle up for their company a little later this evening. I need to get it all prepped so they can come sign paperwork later on today. Now this is a 25 F-150 STX. Pretty basic package. This is a two-wheel drive truck, one of the few two-wheel drives we have nowadays. For whatever reason, it's like 80, there's probably more than that, 90 to 95% four-wheel drives that we get in. Many of the trim levels don't even offer two-wheel drive anymore. Like, I don't believe you can get a two-wheel drive Lariat and up. You can only get two-wheel drive XLs and XLTs, or like an STX like this. But still a nice truck, perfect for them. They're a construction company. They don't need the four-wheel drive with what they're doing, and this truck is a little bit cheaper because of it being two-wheel drive. Now, other thing I like to point out on these STX trucks is they have 36-gallon gas tanks. So as you can see, we are 29 gallons in, and we're already at 135 bucks worth of gas. So these things do take quite a bit of gas, but with that 36-gallon gas tank, you do end up with a truck that has about 700 miles of range, 600 something miles of range. So pretty good there. Get this topped up. Don't have to run in and get the updated receipt because we prepaid for 200, and we'll go from there. But that's a little update on the day of where we're at. I got this gassed up. I need to drop this into detail. I need to go see what the status is on my flatbed with detail, because I need to get the fire extinguisher mounted in it and get that ready to go. So we will see you guys back at the store. Okay guys, hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad in here with the AC blasting, because it is exceptionally hot today and I need this AC going while we ride. But this is what I was talking about with the range. 722 miles to empty on a full tank in this STX with the 36-gallon tank. That is a lot. That's a week and a half of driving, a little more than that for me. I drive about 65 miles a day round trip, so that should get me 10 days out of one of these tanks of gas. So that is pretty good for a lot of people with a shorter drive, because mine's a little bit longer than average. That is 2 weeks of gas roughly, so not too bad. So it is a little painful at the pump, 130 some odd, $140 to fill up, but that's gonna last you a week and a half, 2 weeks for most people. And this is the 2.7 EcoBoost. If you have the 5-liter V8, which is the only other engine option for these STXs nowadays, you won't get quite as much range as that, because the EcoBoost gets about 2 to 3 miles per gallon less. But still pretty good. I mean, I think even if you have a 5-liter V8 in one of these, you're still gonna get like 600 miles of range on a full tank. So pretty impressive. And these are really nice trucks, even for being a more basic truck as an STX. This isn't, you know, a loaded up Lariat or something like that. Compared to an XLT, honestly, the only thing you're really missing is power seats. There's a couple of other small stuff, but I mean, you've got the big screen, you've got, you know, your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, this and the blind spot monitoring, digital dash is standard nowadays. You really can't go wrong. This truck has an MSRP of $46,000, I believe, and change. It's not too bad at all. Of course, you know, there's dealer markups and everything, but that's a pretty reasonable dollar amount for a full-size truck nowadays. Really reasonable, to be honest. So food for thought if you're in the market for a full-size truck and don't need all the bells and whistles. Whew. All right, flatbed update. We have fire extinguisher mounted, that is in place, and we have our road triangle kit set up behind the seat here. It's easily accessible. Just need to pop the strap off. You can pull the fire extinguisher right out, and it is secured up behind the seat nicely. Drop that back. The truck is all cleaned up. We also have our fuse kit. We're going to drop that into the glove box over here, and we should be good to go to get this over to Gomes Bus to do our inspection on it. It is nice and hot today, guys, really hot. So I'm glad I got this knocked out. We're gonna head over to Gomes Bus in a little bit here. It's 12:40. They are, I think they're like 8 miles away. They're in Kahaluu. Sorry, sweat burning my eyes. But we're gonna head over to there in a little bit. I'll probably film as we go down there and keep you guys updated from there. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so as we sit here, excuse me, traffic makes me sleepy. As we sit here in that traffic, we are in this 550 flatbed. We got our DOT safety inspection completed, the failed safety inspection. So this truck is good to go to deliver to the customer, and he can finalize the rest of everything he needs. So we'll get his plates for him, we'll get that over to him. He'll have to go back to his final safety once he's got his name on the truck, his DOT number, the GVW stickers, all of that good stuff, his VIC, whole list of things that he needs to get done to make this thing all legal and kosher. But that is the end of our process for now on it, and we can finally deliver. So that is awesome. It's been a couple of weeks, and he's going to be super excited to take delivery of it tonight. Now, on to the saga of how this all went. So I drove this thing all the way out to Gomes Bus, thought I had my life all in order, and come to find out I did not. And I knew that I needed this piece of paper. It's called a MSO. It's a manufacturer's what does it stand for? It's like a certificate of origin. This is like the title before the title is the best way I can describe it. It's right here. Certificate of origin for a vehicle, MSO. I forgot that form. So luckily, Gomes Bus was nice enough to give me some time and have a runner come out and bring me the form. So shout out to our Lot Tech Khalil. He's also our detailer. He made the run out about 30 minutes away to come bring me that form. So we got this done. Now I'm running back to the store. We're gonna get this ready, plated for delivery, and I need to finish getting the F-150 ready for delivery as well. And both of these will leave tonight. So that's one vehicle closer to the goal. That's gonna put me at 9.5 with that F-150. We need to get to 13, so we're gonna keep chasing 4 more deals. Somebody come buy a car from me, please. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So we're home. I'm also shooting this at the end of the day. Wanted to give you guys a quick recap on the end of the day because I worked all the way till after 7 and didn't shoot anything before I left the store. So day ended out, I delivered the 550 flatbed, which was a little bit of a debacle in the end. I didn't realize that the license plate mount that Monroe puts on those vehicles has a bigger hole size to it for the mounting than what we normally use on our regular vehicles. So unfortunately our regular screws don't work to mount a license plate on that. But that, combined with me trying to finish up that F-150 deal at the same time, meant I didn't have a chance to run over to Hardware Hawaii to get the template mounted on it for the customer before he came to pick it up. So he was gracious enough that he said, don't worry about it. He'll get his template mounted. He'll pick up some hardware for it. So that worked out okay. So we got that delivered. He's good to go. I have the paperwork we need back at the store for what we need to get his plates from the DMV. So that's awesome. We finally got that sealed up. We'll get him some plates and he'll finish the process of getting his truck all registered for his company. So shout out to Elmer, Island Haulers LLC. If you guys are looking for some rock, hit him up. He has a truck to deliver it to your job site, to deliver it wherever you need now. So shout out to him. Appreciate the business. Delivered the F-150 as well for a repeat customer. Like I said, was a referral of guys. I do remember I actually worked with her before. We have met in the past, Kim. I do believe I sold them a truck previously years ago because she's super familiar. Well, thank you again, Kim, for the repeat business. And I'm going to keep a lookout, see if we can't find you a 350 like what you need. So that was kind of the wrap up of the day. Got those two done. Working a couple of other deals still. I have a customer that's interested, a couple of customers that are interested in Mavericks. One that's really early in the process, doesn't know if he's ready to go on one or not. Another one that we do have kind of a deal pending, however, it's just not the correct one for him. He wants a cheaper MSRP, but we do have one coming this week with a cheaper MSRP. So I need to follow up with him again, see if we can get him locked down on this unit that's coming in this week, and hopefully we have a deal there. I also have a Lightning customer that inquired today. They were trying to work a deal on that, but he was seeing or claims to have saw some numbers that don't make any sense in terms of payment. He thought he saw $300 a month on a Flash Lightning. I can't get anywhere close to that. I'm like 5 something, which is a great deal for what he's looking for. But hopefully we can make that deal too. I believe I mentioned before, and I do want to do a walk around to show it once they all arrive. We do have 8 or 9 Lightnings coming this week. Mostly Flashes, couple of Lariats. All of them are under 80K MSRP, so should all qualify for the federal tax incentives if you guys are purchasing, or if not, they have great lease incentives up to $9,500 on a lease, and 0.05% interest rate on those leases as long as you qualify. So super good deals on those, and we do have some that you can lock in before the federal tax credit goes away at the end of the month. We got lucky, and don't know how it happened. We weren't supposed to see these trucks for another month or so, but I guess Pasha got them pushed through. Maybe Ford pressured them to get the Lightnings pushed through to the dealers. I don't know, but they're coming this week. So if you're interested in one, you have a little bit of time before the end of the month. But that's where we ended up today. That puts me with that referral deal at 9.5 for the month. 4 more to go. We need to get to 13. Tomorrow's a day off. I do need to stop by the store at some point because I am stupid and I screwed up, and I have this in my pocket. So this is our company gas card. Yeah, that's our company gas card, and I forgot to leave it there, and it is the only gas card that our sales guys have. So I need to get back there to the store tomorrow early to drop the gas card back off and make right on my mess up. So I guess at some point I will be at the store tomorrow, bright and early, and we'll go from there. But that's a wrap for tonight. I'm gonna edit this video. I'm behind. I didn't edit yesterday's video and get it posted. I intended to edit it this morning and get that posted, but I was too caught up with these customers to get the editing done and posted. So tonight I'm gonna edit yesterday's video and post it. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna edit today's video and post it, and you guys will see all of this. There won't be a video for tomorrow, Thursday. I'm gonna kick back and chill. I'm probably not gonna film videos on my days off anymore unless we do some cool adventures with Paisley, maybe. But for the most part, I'm gonna start reeling it into just being more of the work content. But you guys comment down below. Let me know if there's something that you want to see. If you want to see more of that that day off content, I'm glad to film when I do stuff. But as of right now, I'm thinking I'm gonna keep it more related to just the car days at work. But that's a wrap for tonight. We'll see you guys later.